Well, hello, Facebook community. Alejandro Tornato here, coming from Beaufort, Georgia. I would like to be the first one to welcome you to our another episode of Transformational Mentoring Midweek Edition. Today is Wednesday, and it's, believe it or not, is Wednesday, February 5th of the year 2020. And it's amazing how quickly this year is moving. January is already gone, out of the way. Now, I want to disclose something uh, with you. I want to share something. This is my own personal opinion. You may think differently, but for me, every year, the very first month, January, and I don't know for what reason, okay, but the first month, it tends to move along a little bit slower. But once January is gone, it's out of the way, then the rest of the year is like um, is like a snowball coming down the mountain. It just gathers speed and it flies away. But it's just January that tends to go a little bit slower. And this year, of course, February, typically with 28 days, it's a short month and it just moves, it just comes and goes, I mean, in a flash. Now, this year, because we are in a leap year, February with 29 days, I don't think that one day is going to make that much of a difference. So it is going to go fast. And then pretty soon, now I know that this may sound kind of a funny right now, but pretty soon we will be get ready because we'll be putting up Christmas trees again and celebrating uh, another Christmas and New Year, and soon we'll be in 2021. But I don't want to get too much ahead of myself. Um, you know, I have been, for the past week, I came across, I was reading and I came across an article written by Michael Hyatt. Some of you may know who Michael Hyatt is. Um, um, he's a businessman. He talks about business, about tools for business, and he also he has a podcast, and he talks about personal growth and professional development, human potential, how to do things in order to be better every single day and to keep moving forward. And in this article, I would like to share some ideas that Michael Hyatt was just including in this article. And he talked about a law that uh, I knew, and I know that you know this law because um, from John Maxwell content, I mean, from some of his books, I mean, you heard this law, and it is a law that we have to be very careful about, and we have to pay a great deal of attention to. And it is the law of diminishing intent. The law of diminishing intent. But for those of you who have never heard of such a law, and you may be wondering, what on earth is the law of diminishing intent. What is this guy talking about? Well, let me just explain what this law um, uh, states. And the law of diminishing intent states that the longer that one waits to act on something, that something will never get done. Very simple. If you have an idea to do something, let's say for very practical and simple purposes, let's say that tomorrow you want to get up early and you want to do something. You want to begin starting a grateful journal. Um, you want to go to the gym. You want to um, walk around the block a certain number of times. Whatever you want to do. But the longer that you wait, if you said, you just, you just keep thinking about it and thinking about it, and you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait, the driving force that perhaps you had at the beginning when you had that idea that you wanted to do that driving force begins to diminish and diminish and diminish and diminish until it reaches a point that you couldn't care less about it, and then nothing will ever get done. And that's exactly what the law of diminishing intent states, that when you want to act on something, you better do it right now. Because when you do it right now, then it gets done. And the law doesn't have any chance of acting on that and says, okay, no, let's just wait a little bit more. Let's wait a little bit more. No, 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 no. Let's do it now. And so when it comes to counteracting and conquering this malicious law of diminishing intent, because it's very adverse. If you are living with that law on a daily basis, then it's very difficult to accomplish anything. So in order to counteract and to conquer that law of diminishing intent, in this article, Michael Hyatt brings forward what he calls the LEAP principle. The LEAP principle. LEAP. L-E-A-P. LEAP principle. And you see, LEAP, the word LEAP has 4 letters. L-E-A-P. And each of those letters stand for something. And let's begin digesting this LEAP principle. And the L stands for lean. As I'm leaning to the camera right now, lean. Lean into the change with expectancy. When you realize that an action is necessary, then that should be a sign to follow through on that action. Lean into the change with expectancy, with the expectancy that it will get done. Now, You heard me before talk about the comfort zone and why why do we need to get out as quickly as possible out of that comfort zone. And here we got one reason why. Is because if you stay long enough in that comfort zone, then what happens in the comfort zone? Come on, just tell me what happens in the comfort zone. Let me help you. Nothing happens in the comfort zone. And that's right, nothing happens in the comfort zone. So how could you possibly lean in? I mean, you're going to be very cozy, very comfortable, very safe in that environment, but you won't be able to lean into any change with any expectancy, because in the comfort zone, there is no change happening. Because nothing happens. Everything is the same. No change, no growth, no possibility for anything. No possibility for failure. And some people may be very happy with that. No possibility for failure. Great. But on the other side of the coin, no possibility for improvement or success. No possibility for one and no possibility for the other one. So that's the first L of leap. Lean into the change with expectancy. And it didn't say just lean into the change and that's it. No, lean into the change with expectancy, expecting that something will happen. Something will happen. The E of leap is for engage. Engage, once you lean into the change with expectancy, then begin engaging with that concept, with that idea. And begin engaging until clarity is achieved. Now, hasn't it happened to you that you want to start something new in your life? Something that you don't have experience with and you haven't done it before. At the beginning, when you want to start engaging with that thought, with that idea, with that goal, with that dream, then what happens? Everything seems to, you can see, but it's very foggy. It's not very clear. Things are not clear enough. And you have to keep engaging until you find clarity. You see, I wear glasses, and every morning when I get out of bed, then I put my glasses on. And every day I have to go and clean my glasses. Now, I can put my glasses on and I can wear my glasses and I can see. Now, the dirt in the glasses, that dirt is not blocking completely my vision. I can see, but there's a little speck here and a little dirt there. And so it just a little smudge here and there. And so even though I can see, but I cannot see as clearly as I would like to see. And that's why I need to go, get a tissue and then clean the glasses. And when I clean the glasses, it everything becomes so much clearer. And I can see better. I can see further. So engage with the idea all the way through it until that idea becomes very clear in your mind. Now the A in leap is for activate. See, you lean into the change with expectancy, you begin engaging with the idea, and now we are activating. And when it says activate and do something, activate and do something. Now, when I read that, it immediately brought into my mind a very powerful quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson, stating that do the thing and you will get the energy to do the thing. You see, Emerson was a deep thinker and a very practical man. I didn't say just sit down and think about it, and after half an hour, sit down and keep thinking about it, and after a few hours, sit down and still think about it. No. It says, do the thing. He didn't even say, do the right thing. It says, do the thing. Do something toward that idea, that thought, that goal, that dream. And then, once you do something, and once you do the thing, then you will get the energy to do the thing. You see, once you do the thing and you gather momentum, then you're going to keep going. You see, imagine this. You are in bed. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Your alarm clock or your clock goes off. Okay, the alarm goes off at 5 in the morning. And then what do? If you start thinking about it, it says, I'm going to think about getting up. But the covers are still on you. You are still horizontal. Your head is on the pillow, but you're thinking, I have to get up. And I have to get up. And I have to get up. But it's not until you do the thing, until you actually get up, that you'll get the energy to keep doing the things that you need to do. So then activate and do something. And then finally, the P in leap is for pounds. Pounds. That's a very, to me, that's a great word and a very powerful word. Now, pounds and do it now. Pounds and do it now. Once you have determined the next step and what you want to do, you must take it without delay. Without delay. Why? Because we cannot give a chance to the law of diminishing intent. You know, you don't have to know what the 50th step is, but you have to know what the next step is. And once you know, when you have clarity in what the next step is, then pounce on it and do it now. Very simple. pounce and do it now. Now, let me talk a little bit about pouncing. Now, pouncing is doing something or moving quickly in a forward direction. When a beast in the field pounces, it jumps aggressively forward and never backwards. You see, pouncing really shows a very quick and very intentional movement with the determination to accomplish a certain task. You see, when a lion in the field pounces on another beast, is not because, I just want to pounce on it. No, he wants to accomplish a task. What is the task? I am hungry. I got hunger pains, so I need to eat. So I pounce on someone and food is there. That's why a beast pounces. And that's why we need to pounce on an idea and do it now. It is of vital importance. Now, the opposite to pouncing is waiting. Waiting. And waiting, let me tell you, waiting feels very good. Waiting feels very safe. But unfortunately, waiting is the biggest killer of dreams in action that there is. I think that fear is also a great killer of dreams. When you are fearful of taking that next step. And that's why fear and waiting goes hand in hand. Because if you are fearful and you are filled with fear, and it's that kind of a paralyzing fear, then what are you going to do? Are you going to pounce? No, you're going to wait. So you're fearful, you wait until perhaps that fear goes away. No, the fear will go away when you act now and you pounce on it. And then the fear goes away and the waiting goes away. Those two great killers of dreams, fear and waiting. Now, as I'm closing this teaching for tonight and wrapping this teaching up, I strongly encourage you to take a good look at yourself and at your life right now. And if you find anything, and I mean anything, very small and insignificant or very big, it doesn't matter whether it is a habit that is not serving you well, whether it perhaps it's a relationship that you are in that is bringing you down, that is draining your energy, that is injecting daily negativity in your life, that is preventing you from growing. And how sad that is. When you let other circumstances preventing you from growing. Or it may be a job, your current job, where you feel stuck. No matter where you look, you're stuck. You feel that you're going nowhere with no betterment in sight. Whatever it may be, please cut it off. Cut it right off. Act now. Don't let the law of diminishing intent apply in your life. Conquer it. Act now. Lean in, engage, activate, and pounce Do not wait or delay or procrastinate on your goals and dreams. You see, the time to act, it was not yesterday, gone. It's not tomorrow. You don't know about tomorrow, but it is right now. The time to act is right now. And I close with this. Remember that it is never, ever too late to start doing something if that is what you are passionate about. It's never too late to start. If you want a mentor, if you want a coach, if you want to reach out to me to help you in your journey, to provide some clarity if you're stuck in a crossway, in your life, I would be more than glad, to come alongside you and to see, to enter into either a mentor or a coaching relationship, and to help you navigate those rough waters, those rough patches. If you want me to facilitate a training, a leadership training, a personal growth, a development training for your group, for your company, please reach out to me. There are several ways that you can reach out to me. Of course, on this page on Facebook, Transformational Mentoring with Alejandro Tornato. That's one way. You can reach me on LinkedIn. If you're on LinkedIn, look me up. You can, there's here is the URL for my brand new website, alejandrojtornato.com. And I encourage you to go to my website. It's great information. Browse through the pages. There's a couple of audio products. The Myth of Risk, great program. And Here to There, a transformational journey, another great program with great content. And so reach out to me. I want to connect with you and I want to help you. It is my passion to help people like yourself, to become the very best version of yourself. I want to be an agent of change in your life. So thank you very much for another episode and for this time together. And as I always remind you to live every moment, be resilient, and also be kind, be passionate, be well.